Mike Duggan wants your cost-cutting suggestions, and Sinai-Grace departments are recognized for going above and beyond. These stories and more coming up next on Sinai-Grace Today. Hello, I'm Melanie Moss. DMC President and CEO Mike Duggan wants to hear from you. Duggan recently received a letter from a nurse at Sinai-Grace Hospital expressing her frustration that cost-cutting measures weren't being taken seriously. Duggan says her letter hit home, and he realized that it wasn't just the responsibility of management to come up with money-saving ideas, that we're all in it together. So he created the Employee Voice Awards. He wants employees to submit their ideas, and on a quarterly basis, several of those process improvements will be implemented. The employee who submits the idea will be asked to work with management to put a new and better process in place. There are 3 monetary awards. The top award is $1,000, the second is $500, and the third is $250. These awards will be given out as part of the Employee Voice Awards. The first round of cost-cutting ideas is due October 25th. Submit your suggestions on the interweb. It's departments going above and beyond that got the attention of Mike Duggan and Conrad Mallett. Last week, the 2 leaders hand-delivered cakes to several teams recognized as best practice leaders by the Joint Commission. Congratulations to the multi-drug resistant organism team, the Women and Infant Health Team, Glycemic Management, Patient Care Services, and Pharmacy Clinical Services. These employees are helping make Sinai-Grace Hospital a true center of excellence. Our own Tina Taylor was on the scene of the celebration and has more.
When people from Nashville called to tell me how great your unit is, it seemed like we ought to come by and do something for that. So I wanted to join Conrad. We brought you the cake. Say thank you very much.
I'm here with Mike Duggan. Mike, several departments here at Sinai-Grace were recognized as national best practice winners from the Joint Commission. Tell me why this recognition is so important.
Well, DMC hospitals have had a lot of Joint Commission accreditation reviews, but this is the first time ever where, in this case, our Chief Quality Officer from Nashville, Vanguard, called to say they heard from the head of the Joint Commission that the Sinai-Grace review was as fine a review as they have ever seen. There were a large number of best practices that they want to make models for the rest of the country. And I just thought it was appropriate to come around to those units that the Joint Commission specifically cited and just say thank you. And that's what Conrad and I are doing today.
Judy, have you ever met Mr. Duggan?
Not personally,
Not
no.
personally. Well, shake his hand.
What an honor.
Very good.
I'm well versed in this. You guys have a number of practices that the Joint Commission is now establishing in their National Medical Library. I've had phone calls from the Nashville quality people from Vanguard who have talked to Joint Commission reps who said they have never seen a site visit go as well as what has happened here. So the things that you've done on glycemic control and decentralizing your operation and the series of practices, you guys are about to be nationally famous, and we wanted to come by and say congratulations. That's what you've done, isn't it?
Give yourself a hand. Betty, you here? There she is. Okay. All right. So you're representing. She's our lead nurse, head of nursing education. Betty, you're going to represent all of 3 West.
Okay.
Can you do that?
I can. Very proudly.
Okay.
I'm here with Conrad Mallett. Conrad, as you know, the Joint Commission recognized Sinai-Grace as an exceptional leader in quality, but several of our departments here really stood out. What would you like to say to those departments?
You know, the entire hospital team have put up a tremendous effort, and it was just a great all-around effort. We've done some very special things at this hospital. We've done some great things with our new moms. We've done some great things with infection control. We've done some great things down in CMICU. And so while we want to especially recognize the contributions of all of the persons whose processes are going to be put into the national JACO database, this is a moment really where Mike D., who is the CEO of all the DMC hospitals, and come out and really say a general thank you to everybody. Little special recognition for the people who have produced a process that has received national recognition, but in general, a thank you to everybody, really, for a terrific job well done.
Absolutely a great moment for the hospital. Thanks so much, Conrad.
Thank you.
Normally when Vanguard calls from Nashville, it's a problem. So when I get a call from the chief quality person in Nashville that is urgent they talk to me, I get a little nervous. He gets on the phone and he said he had just talked to the head of the Joint Commission Accreditation Review Team, who had called Nashville to say they never had a hospital accreditation review as good as what they saw at Sinai-Grace. And he went on to say there were a number of your practices that they're incorporating in their national library to be best practices for hospitals around the country, including on this particular unit, what you do with the postpartum moms, the fact that your lactation expert is available on videotape, if not here, the whole thought-through process that you've done. I guess the accrediting individual was an OB nurse, I guess, and was extremely impressed with everything here.
You guys know how special you are to this community. You know how special you are to the hospital. As Renee pointed out, Linda, you are the employee who has the most amount of press-gaining recognition, you know, where they write down your name and say this person.
As you can see, there's tons of excitement here today. Congratulations to all of the departments that were recognized. I'm Tina Taylor for Sinai-Grace Today.
Is it true that people with chronic diseases such as asthma or heart failure should not get the flu shot?
Actually, people with serious heart conditions and asthma should get the flu shot. They are at-risk patients who can develop serious complications from getting the actual flu, so they definitely should get the flu shot. So that myth is also busted.
For these stories and more, you can visit our Facebook and YouTube pages for every episode of Sinai-Grace Today. I'm Melanie Moss. Thanks for watching.